advantage having those talented reserves?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. One, allows you to stay fresh, to keep guys fresh. And you also get a chance, I think, to wear out the opponent with the fresh bodies that you're able to have when you've got talented reserves at your disposal.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Bledsoe is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Middleton looking it over. The high post shot. It's hauled in by Newman.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
Now here's Bledsoe. Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, the Bucks in recent seasons have employed an aggressive trapping style defensively. Diminishing returns, though, as the league has figured it out. Now they've gone back to the drawing board.
It's deflected. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And Gasol gets it to go.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
And with the Bucks' length and athleticism, the pressure style of D made sense.
Yeah, you know, but when it broke down, Kevin, they gave up open threes in today's game. That's almost as bad as a layup.
Out to the wing. Here's Ball. The three-pointer, no good. Not a fast start for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Gasol kicks to Ball. That shot missing. Good D by Lopez.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around.
Oh!
Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, wow.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And it's in there.
Man, you like the intelligence he plays with. You got to respect that. Gets to his spots and scores efficiently.
Here's Newman. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bounce pass Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound San Antonio.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Here's Middleton. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Middleton's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
Here's Newman. Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 3.
And Eric Bledsoe, so gifted athletically. He's got to learn to read the game as fast as he plays it, and that's a process. Staying under control, using change of pace, those are things he can tighten up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek. It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
And it's sent back by Bledsoe. Pondexter, the pass to Newman. The three. It's not going to go for him. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Ball with the bucket.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 5. Goes up. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mirotic is checked in for the Bucks. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Brogdon against Ball. Left side Gasol. Ball against Brogdon. 6 to shoot. Ball no good. Bucks trail by 8. And Bledsoe, here we go. And he makes that one. Bledsoe's got his first points of the game.
Not lacking confidence in his scoring ability inside, Bledsoe knows he can do damage from there.
Williamson, the pass to Ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
With his first shot attempt. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Ball's got 13 points.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Yeah, this is a big lead right now, a big one, and they've seized momentum and showing no signs of letting it go.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Malcolm Brogdon was the 2016-17 NBA Rookie of the Year.
He's going to listen, whether you're giving him advice.
Yeah, that's very rare indeed. Being a sponge early on and Greg soaking up new ways to expand your game is important.
Kevin, no question at all. Plus, the humility. Knowing your teammates can help you grow. Easy to see why they love him in Milwaukee.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
Bulldozer is out there with Ball. Then it's AI. Then it's Newman. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Knocked loose. Stolen by Ball. To the paint. Here's more. And AI throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Ed Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Bertanis, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Ilyasova's checked in. Here's Williamson. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Middleton. Ilyasova, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
No good from Moore. Bucks trail by 16. Here's Middleton. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's Williamson missing. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Bledsoe, here we go. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. And EI throws it down hard.
And when Hurdle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the board.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pau Gasol's checked in for Purtle. Pondexter comes in for Davis Bertans. And Ball subbed in for Moore. The Bucks also changing it up. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless, really getting beat up physically and emotionally.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's blocked by Mirotic. But they get it back. Second shot opportunity. Ball no good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Offensive rebound. Tries again. That's in the short one. Ball's got 22 points.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
And the regular season officially begins. Most rookies around the league, Clark, will have their eyes wide open. I mean, wow, what an eye-opening experience to play with this speed, this talent. How nervous were you going back to that time in your life? How nervous were you on opening night?
Very nervous, really excited, but there were some butterflies that I had to work really hard at trying to get them to fly in formation because they were all over the place, Kevin. But ultimately, once you get out there and you break that first sweat or you get that first hit or bucket, then it simply becomes basketball. But prior to that, pregame meal, your nap before the game, butterflies are doing their own thing.
And that one's good. Williamson. The Bulldozers got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to.
Look at that jam!
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Timeout called the Bucks. It's been quite a game for Ball.
He's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Antetokounmpo comes in for Mirotic, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Pat Connaughton.
Man, I like the attack mentality of Hill. Always on the lookout to take it straight to the cup.
The shot by Newman, no good.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Stolen by Ball. And he jams it with authority.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Rejected by Gasol. They recover it, and he's able to get it back. The shot's good from Lopez.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Brogdon against Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Ball's running.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
It's stolen. That will count. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Got.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games. It was all about San Antonio as the game got going. They showed tremendous effort and drove the action early, starting off with a 9-2 run. By the end of quarter one, they were way out on top, leading by 13. Then in quarter number two, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous...
Run there up.
And...
Aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Yeah, a real game changer in that regard, too. I mean, his activity was great. Excelled at finding ways to come up with those steals.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Brogdon out there with Bledsoe. And it's Middleton in at the three. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And that one is off. Good D by Gasol.
Solid rebound there. And he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
A baseline J, and it falls over the rim and in. 6 points for Brook Lopez.
And, you know, Lopez is very much a real threat to drop one in from that range. I mean, he's an excellent shooter for his size.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
San Antonio shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
They get a hand on it. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And, you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good. 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Ball. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th assist in this one.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Newman. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a two-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Down low, Gasol kicks the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Spurs making a switch here. Newman's checked in. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Middleton finds Bledsoe. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. Almost 7 feet tall. He makes it look effortless.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Milwaukee. Clark, you once worked for the Indiana Pacers, Vice President, Player Relations, and really had your fingerprints on a lot of part of that organization. Could you see yourself going back to an NBA front office role?
I don't anticipate that. I love what I do as a broadcaster. I really feel as though I'm right where God wants me to be. Currently had a wonderful tenure with the Pacers, 32 years between playing, broadcasting both radio and television, and then 4 years in the VP of Player Relations role. Phenomenal relationships with a number of people, but no, I think that chapter for me is in the rearview mirror.
I speak for everyone playing the game, watching the game. We're glad you're in broadcasting, I'll tell you that.
Thank you, partner.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. No good from Bledsoe. Spurs have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. In the corner, Middleton with it. A 3-pointer off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 40 points.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Here's Ball. Passes it to Williamson. Here's Newman. Guarded by Bledsoe. And it's Ball in the corner. And he drops it in from the low post. Ball's got 42 in the game.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal. Superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Newman with the bucket.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Rocket Pirtles checked in for Gasol. Davis Bertans comes in for the Bulldozer, and Moore subbed in for Quincy Pondexter.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
Newman, the pass to Bertans. And it's Ball in the corner. Over Middleton. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
The length of Middleton, really an asset on defense for him. He's so good at getting his hands up quickly to contest shots.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. They've got Pau Gasol. Bulldozer is out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then it's Ball, and it's Newman in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5.
I think that's a testament to Hill's attitude. I mean, he does not hesitate at all when he has the ball right next to the hoop.
Pulls up on the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ball's got 46 points.
Well, he's willed this team to the lead, demanding the rock and capitalizing with ease.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
That's a 2 from Snell. They get the rebound. Ilyasova. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, I like the heart that Ilyasova displays when he's playing. Just terrific. Love watching him mix it up on the glass with those long arms of his.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. The Bucks making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. Now here's Ball. Guarded closer. Outside for Gasol. Pass to Pondexter. Ball with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And it's Connaughton missing.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and tell you what, they got very lucky.
From deep three-point range, Ball no good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Good ball movement. Wonderful pass. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 48.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Certain guys just make it look effortless. And Clark, I'm sure you would have a nice list of some of the smoother operators, smoothest scorers in the league now.
Yeah, there's only one guy at the top of it for me. I mean, I love a lot of guys, and there are a number of guys that put up big numbers. But when you talk about uniqueness, size, agility, touch, range, KD is where it stops.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just been nobody quite like him. George Gervin comes to mind because of a similar build, but the Iceman was 6'7", maybe 6'8". KD is pushing 7 feet tall and just a tad more athletic. I mean, I just don't know if we've got a more lethal, smoother scorer than him.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Ball, and that one is good.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
Connaughton kicks to Wilson. With some arc. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Paul Gasol.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
Newman's checked in for Patty Mills. Ball, the pass to Williamson, out to the right wing. The feed to Gasol, just 5 to shoot. Here's Ball. Milwaukee with the rebound, and that's a foul called on Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. And most players appreciate and recognize that. And for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love it.
Lob pass to Gasol. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
Greg, I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meetings.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ball.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Here's Hill. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Bucks ball. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
Here's Newman. 6 to shoot. Now here's Ball. Pass to Williamson. Over to the wing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hits the three-point bomb.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it. And that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
From deep, Ilyasova. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
This is the kind of player Ilyasova is. I mean, as soon as he has the ball in his hand, he's thinking about letting the shot go.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really...
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.